Hello?
Hello, Mr. Gold.
Yeah.
Hi, you the urban landlord.
I want you to take a look at this video. This is a video of a room of a tenant. He's a chef. We've talked about this chef a while back. He works at a restaurant called The Awakening. And I want you to just look at how filthy his room is. And you ask yourself, would you want to eat at a place where he cooks? But then there's some other questions that you're going to also notice when you take a look at the video.
I'm not sure who are you?
Angelique.
And so that's the daughter to the young man. You can see that they brought a blow-up mattress. It's the blue blow-up mattress in the room. The room is totally filthy.
Who? Huh? Who's girlfriend? You who?
And so I'm asking her, who are you? The young girl that opened the door. I'm like, who the hell are you? I didn't rent this room to you and your daughter and some other guy. And you look at how unattractive this woman is. In the middle of the day, it's 4 p.m. or so, maybe even later. She's in the bed in the middle of the day, 4 or 5 o'clock, give or take. In the bed, in the middle of the day, the child is running free, doing nothing.
Rennie? Yeah. So who took these batteries that just locked? You don't know? It was like that when you got here. Yeah? You sure? So it wasn't you, it didn't have to be him. So it just, was it her? Okay, so it wasn't you. So it had to be him then. Why don't you give him a call right now? Give him a call right now.
And you can see how filthy the room is. This is how blacks live. And this is part of the reason why I don't go to black restaurants anymore. If they have people working there that live like this, I want no part of it.
Because I don't know who you are, you know, from my understanding, you could be trespassed for all I know. I don't know who you are.
My name's Ty, and that's my mom.
Yeah.
What's your name?
You notice I don't even respond to the little girl. They're not even children to me.
This place filthy in here. Absolutely filthy.
And then just look at the look of the woman. Have mercy. How can any man devote his life, his wages, his labor to this woman right here, laying up in bed with a bonnet on her head? Very, very unattractive. She was knocked out sleep. Again, this is the afternoon. These blacks, they sleep all day, do nothing. And look at her, look at that room. She should have been up cleaning the room for the man who's been out at work all day to come back home to and look at the filth.
You want you get on the phone with him? This place absolutely filthy. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, let me speak.
You notice she doesn't say anything to refute what I'm saying. The blacks are comfortable living in filth. Look at this. She was asleep while her child just runs around all this filth. No thought to get up. Ooh, I'm so embarrassed to see someone see me living like this. Let me jump up and clean up. Nothing. They're not embarrassed by this. So by extension, at work, the workplace of these people is going to look just like this. And again, this guy works in a black restaurant. There's no way I would eat at a black restaurant. This is further proof as to why I do not eat at black restaurants. Look at this.
Now I ain't walking in, the door was open. And there's no batteries in this door. She opened the door. I ain't opened the door. She opened the door. You was asleep. You don't even know what the hell you talking about.
See, again, these blacks, they lie instinctively. The little girl opened the door. The black had taken the batteries out of the door, so I couldn't open the door. But here the black is lying because she sleep to the landlord, to her boyfriend or whatever the hell he is, the black chef, for what that's worth. He just opened the door. How the hell I open the door? Bitch, you got the locks. The battery's at the lock. Your daughter opened the door while your black ass was asleep. No one wants to talk about these things.
You was asleep. She opened the door. You accused me of opening the door. She opened the door. You was asleep. So I'm not accusing you of anything. You accusing me of something.
Sir, you're literally standing. He's standing in the door.
She let me in. I'm wondering who's in here, and I don't know who you are, right?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. I don't know who this little girl is. You know, this is not an environment for children. So this is why I'm wondering, like, who are you? You know, I don't know who you are. You see on the phone? Okay. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I should call Child Protective Services on these blacks. Come Monday morning, I now have video proof of how this black is living with this daughter. Not that I care about the daughter, because he doesn't care. The woman doesn't care to allow the daughter to live like that in filth. But a couple things can be taken from this. Again, the black ecosystem is so small, it has to hire people like this. Even this black guy said he's not going to hire any more blacks, but he'll look at him, who wants to hire him. The other part is they lie, right? They lie a lot. You heard the black lady lie instinctively. She said, I just barged into the room, when in reality, she was sleeping. Her daughter let me in the room. I could have been anybody. Could have done anything to the daughter, and she wouldn't have even known if I hadn't woke her black ass up. And then the other thing is, you look at how lazy, how blacks are so comfortable living in filth. This lady was not the least bit embarrassed having me see her look disgusting. The room was disgusting. The child was running around in this filth. I couldn't imagine my mother behaving that way, or the children, the mothers of my children not having some embarrassment. They wouldn't even allow their place where they're living to devolve to this. But here these blacks are. Time after time, you should have seen a pattern by now if you've been watching this channel. Black, ugly, filthy, and as you can see here, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, in bed, they're also very lazy. These are the people that want everyone else to show respect to them, and they built the country and this and that. We kings and we queen, we the most educated and all this. But time after time, I show you blacks from the housing projects to in my homes exhibiting the same behavior. Laziness, sloth-like behavior. Once again, I am John Galt, the urban landlord. Thank you for watching.
Bad's a good too.
Batu,
Yeah, yeah.
we're trying
Yeah,
to
my bad.
understand you. What did John Gog say that is true?
That you guys get you guys get judged based on your actions, not because you guys bring bad reputation to yourselves because like he says, most black people do jack and criminal stuff, and